not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
I should be like you, man.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So things are not looking too great for WWE right now. If you've been sleeping under a rock, and this is something that I think everybody should know, like if you're not knowing about this, then there's something wrong with you. But if you don't know, coronavirus is on a rampage right now, and it's been closing down a lot of things. It's gotten to the point to where I was supposed to go out to eat today, and I didn't get to go because of the fact of the matter is that restaurants are not letting people come and eat at the restaurants. They're closing restaurants down until the virus is contained. So what does that got to do with WWE? Well, you know, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB have all either suspended. Actually, all of them have suspended their seasons. And the only sports entertainment that's out right now that still hasn't made a mention or has made their decision to do what they're going to do next is the WWE and UFC. Now, I believe UFC, they're going to, probably the next 2-3 fights they're about to have are going to either get postponed or canceled. But WWE is the one that's really being fucking hard-headed. And it's sad that they just can't come to grits with it, that they're going to have to postpone it. Like, I know that they don't want to, I want to say that they don't want to disappoint their fans, but I don't think it's about the fans. I think it's all about money. And this goes for AEW too, because I've read some stuff that AEW is still going full steam ahead with their shows, and I think that's dumb as hell too. Like, I understand, y'all do it for the fans. Well, I think they do it for the fans, but that, they do what they do so they can, bring on quality entertainment. But there's a difference between being concerned and not give it a fuck. And I don't think neither groups do give a fuck, really. Like, AEW so busy trying to beat WWE trying to make all this money. It's like, y'all not understand that the government is saying, hey, hold all shows until further notice. They're not saying cancel them. They might tell you postpone them. Some people are saying cancel it, but they're doing it for it's a big health scare. And y'all gotta understand that, WrestleMania they're trying to hold like over 800,000 people in one stadium. That's a lot. Somebody in that crowd is gonna have coronavirus. Not just one. It's probably gonna be a 5 to 10, maybe 15, 20% chance that there's gonna be a couple people in that crowd with coronavirus. The same thing goes for AEW. AEW is going to be in Jacksonville for the Blood and Guts event. I think it is in Jacksonville either this week or next week. But if they can't hold a show next week in Jacksonville, Florida, what makes WWE think that they're gonna be able to hold a show in Tampa Bay, Florida? They both happen to be in Florida, not that far from each other. A friend of mine told me it's probably like an hour, 2.5 hour drive. I don't know. I forgot what he said. I feel like I'm saying that at first I was saying it's going to get postponed, but the deal is this. If Vince McMahon and his crew don't come up with something by a certain time this week, Tampa Bay and the government are going to give them they're going to make a decision for them pretty much. So they have not said nothing. They have came up with a deal, a plan. They say they have a contingency plan, but honestly, how about y'all just postpone the show? Y'all shouldn't have a contingency plan. How about y'all just follow suit like everybody else and just be like, hey, look, y'all gonna have to call, y'all gonna be short some money, and it sucks. Nobody should have to lose money. But at the same time, though, what's more valuable, the money or fans? Because you can make that money. Yeah, money can always be replaced. But once you start losing fans and they start losing their lives because of the fact that y'all don't want to give up an event, because 9 times out of 10, these fans are gonna be dumb and they're gonna go out there anyways. So I feel like WWE should be all like, no, we're not holding this event. Don't come here. So technically, it's on both sides. It's on the WWE side and the fan side. If you're noticing that, okay, they've been shutting down a lot of places. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna really try to be out around many people around the time that this virus has been floating around. And with WWE, I'm like, SmackDown this past Friday was all right. It's kind of weird seeing an empty arena, it's rare for them to be in the PC, Performance Center. But the fact that they are still going about it and still have not said nothing shows that they're really, 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 really trying their hard to make sure WrestleMania goes on. It's okay to, postpone a show. I didn't say cancel, postpone it. But if you keep trying to go up against higher powers, because this is out of not just Vince's hands, but everybody else's hands. We have no control over this virus. Wherever this virus came from, China, they might have a cure, but they're still quarantined. So honestly, I feel that a lot of people are being inconsiderate. A lot of people aren't really thinking, outside the box and being like, all right, man, maybe we don't need a contingency plan. Maybe we just need to postpone it. Because even if the part of the contingency plan is a show must still go on, it's still not a good thing. You should sit there and really be concerned about your fans, your wrestlers' health and well-being. I mean, Donald Trump looked sick last time we seen him during a press conference. So 9 times out of 10, I believe he got it. But what can we honestly say and or do? I feel bad for the fans that are who was supposed to go to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. They won't be able to go. I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing. Well, NXT doesn't leave Florida anyways. But SmackDown might be in the Performance Center again. And the Raw show that's supposed to be in Fort Worth is probably going to be in the PC as well. I know, it sucks. Major donkey dick. Like, it's bad. Things have gotten worse. But the best way you can stop the virus from spreading even more is if you just shut down business, tell them like, hey, until this virus is all said and done and it's gone and it's killed off, we're not holding no more shows. And that's about it. That's how I pretty much see how all this goes.